Hey everyone, and welcome to a new series that I'm doing. This is a departure from like the games, the kind of games I normally play. But in case you can't already tell, this is Call of Duty Black Ops 4, and I typically do not play games like this because they just don't really interest me. You know, like the big AAA shooter multiplayer games. But I picked this up because I watched some people play it and it looked really fun, and I've been enjoying myself to no end. I'm not good at the game by any stretch of the imagination, but I've been enjoying myself to no end. I'm a level 26, so I've been playing this for a little while. I don't know how many hours I've logged into the game as is, but I'm just having a good time, and I figured I'd record like a couple episodes of this, just me being bad at the game, making idiotic decisions and having horrible reflexes. I think it'd be a good time. So it's not going to be too long at all. I think we're gonna shoot for maybe at most 3, 4, 5 episodes. Because I play this game a lot in my free time, and I don't want to turn this into some extremely long series that, you know, that gets fleshed out beyond just a short little thing, because I don't think this game really warrants that. I think if you're playing with other people and they're in the call with you and they're you know, and it's a collaborative effort, I think it's different, but obviously I'm not doing that, so we're just gonna roll with a couple episodes. We'll see what happens. If there is any sort of decent audience response, which I'm not anticipating, that obviously can change, but for now we're just gonna roll with a couple episodes. My go-to is Battery. She's my girl. No, I'm not gonna say something like that. That's weird, but I always roll with her whenever I can, because I like the explosives, which is what her main thing is. You know, she has like the sticky grenades that you can throw, and then the war machine that you can use after a certain point. All right, let's see how this goes. It's very variable, I guess, for lack of a better term, how well I play. Because sometimes I play really well, but other times, and in fact most of the time, I do not play well. Like, my aim is poor, and I just sit there and stand while I shoot instead of like A-ing and D-ing and moving around. But other times I know what I'm doing, and I can play fairly well. So we'll see what happens. There we go. There we go. I got I got one kill, I think. I don't think the other one's counted. But oh shit. I don't really like this map, if I'm gonna be honest. I think my favorite map is Icebreaker, which maybe we'll get to see in one of these episodes, but it feels really open, and I think I take issue with maps that aren't open. You know, they're real closed off and like, and I guess, for lack of a better term, because I don't really know how else to sum it up, but I take issue with maps that you're running through a lot of buildings and you're weaving around, and there is, you know, maybe only one designated open area. This map has a couple, but not enough, in my personal opinion. I also probably made evident already, I have a problem with aiming down my sights. I do it regardless of how close people are, which is an issue. Need to not do that. There was something else I wanted to talk about, unrelated to Call of Duty, because you can't spend the whole time talking about Call of Duty. There's only so much you can say about Call of Duty, because in the end, it's the same rehashed shit. It's fun, but it's the same rehashed stuff. And there's only so much you can talk about. But there was something else. I had something else in my head. Free kill. Free kill. I missed. Oh, that actually worked. Oh. Where's everybody? What did I want to talk about? Can you guys refresh my memory? My memory? I have no idea. I am completely at a loss. That... Cool. Look at me. I was doing things for a little bit. This is a good game for me. When I don't die every waking second, it's a good game for me. I swear to... what did I want to talk about? This is gonna make me mad. This is gonna make me upset because I'm gonna remember as soon as I'm done recording. I'm gonna remember, oh, that's what it was. That's what I wanted to talk about. We have the advantage. Sentry turret the old memory box up here is not functional. It's not good. And that's what drinking a lot of coffee and consuming a lot of caffeine supposedly does, is it ruins your short-term memory. Which, you know, sucks, but what are you gonna do, you know? I can't help it, I need my caffeine. It's actually bad though. I should pick up new habits. Because I don't know where I got this information from, but yeah, if you drink too much, or if you consume too much caffeine on a daily basis, it can negatively affect your memory. So I don't think it does anything to long-term memory, but it can negatively impact your short-term memory. So so you'll forget, you know, things that maybe don't hold so much importance, but they do in a temporary setting, if that makes sense. Like, for example, you know, the thing that I wanted to talk about, that's something I've been thinking about for a couple days. But it isn't something that's been on my mind for, you know, like a while, like years, you know. It isn't something that I've thought about for a considerable amount of time, but it's something that's been on my mind for the past couple of days, and that's just one of the things that you'll forget, is like... Now, see, the thing is, it's very human to forget stuff like that, though, just on a normal basis. But according to what I read, it can make it worse. And as you know, well-established fact and notion, anything you read on the internet is true, especially when you purvey online forums such as Reddit. Anything you read is absolutely true. That was a good game for me, by the way. I had a kill-to-death ratio of 1.14. That's like an amazing game for me. I haven't had a single game where I've had over or at least or over 20 kills. And I am quite disappointed in myself, but we'll get there. You know, it'll take time. Excuse me. I have water. I should drink water. And see, drinking water is good for you. But yeah, you know. So, moral of the story, don't consume as much caffeine on a daily basis, or you'll wreck your memory and ruin your brain, and things will never be good in your life ever again. Take it from me. Nothing is good in my life. I live a horrible, hard, difficult life. I'm sitting here playing Call of Duty, but I'm sad. And I'm depressed. I don't mean to glorify that stuff or like make fun of it. It was just for a bit. That's all it was. Trying to be funny. Whether or not I succeed in that is up in the air and subjective, but I thought it was funny. And I apologize if it offended anybody. But not really, because I thought it was funny. Alright, I'm going for a solid 4 kills this game. Don't know if we'll be able to get there. This map is absolutely not my forte. If you saw the stats on the opening screen, they were my average is like 3 kills. A kill to death ratio of like 0.4 or something like that. It's awful. I do have 2 kills already though. I swoop in and I steal them from everybody else. That's my strong suit. Shit.
Hostile tag deploy beacon online.
There's certain meta in this game that I'm not familiar with yet. Like I don't really know what exactly, but there's like jumping while you're shooting, and Aing and D'ing is obviously something, but I think that's common for any shooter game, and not just Call of Duty. But there's also, you know, you can slide, do shit like that. That's something that's pretty commonplace, or something that you should be doing, I guess. I don't fucking know. I'm trying to act like I know what I'm talking about, but the reality of the situation is that I don't, and I wish that I did. Got him. Fucking amazing. I think I have 5 kills this game. Beating my average on all fronts. No, I need to get out of here. Was not a good spot for me. See, that guy was Aing and D'ing. He was running around and swerving about. I put myself in a bad spot. My reaction time is really poor. Just in general. I just, like, once I'm caught off guard, there's no turning back. Where was I getting shot from? Up here? Was it up here? Cool. Good. Good. I enjoy being sneaked up on. I'm just still mad that I can't think of what I wanted to talk about. I mean, I do want to talk about
Enemy TAC
the
deploy
NFL
beacon destroyed.
for a little while, but I think I'm going to save that for an Isaac episode, because
Sensor going live.
that warrants an entirely different discussion that I have not it's like that warrants an entirely different big discussion that I don't have time for in this video, and it's not even anything worthwhile that I want to talk about. It's just I want to talk about football because I like football. See, I don't think that's an issue. I know some people are like, "Oh my god, football again? I don't want to hear about football. I don't care about football. Why don't you talk about the fact that Blizzard is making or putting out a mobile Diablo game and everybody hates it?" Because I don't care about that. I really don't. I mean, like, the thing is with, like, oh my god, I'm so mad. I'm so mad at myself. The thing with, like, controversies like that, is that they don't, if it doesn't really pertain to me, if it doesn't really affect me, then I don't care. Like, I'm not a fan of the Diablo games. What Blizzard is doing is shitty, of course, but if it doesn't affect me, then I don't see why I should care. And that may be pure ignorance on my part. In fact, it is ignorant on my part, but I acknowledge that, and I think that I'm allowed to be ignorant, and that I should be allowed to be ignorant. Damn it. Because, I mean, if I don't care about the Diablo games, then it genuinely doesn't affect me. Like, I've never played a Diablo game before. I know people like them. I know that they're popular. But if it doesn't pertain to me, then why should I get up in arms about them making a mobile Diablo game? Now, granted, I can understand the argument that comes in where it's like, this is about the gaming industry. You know, this pertains to the gaming industry. And if you enjoy video games, then you're a consumer in the gaming industry, and therefore you should care about what goes on in the gaming industry. And to that, I agree to some extent. But I think that I don't feel the need to get all up in arms about stuff like that, and damn, look at me. Oh, fuck. But yeah, like, I don't feel any sort of compulsion to get up in arms. Like, people are getting up in arms about this whole Diablo thing, and it just, fuck. I cannot believe I didn't get that kill sooner. I got both of them, but I'm mad that it took as long as it did. Yeah, I just don't feel a need, honestly. People want to get mad about it, they have every right, because it's garbage and it's bullshit. But it doesn't pertain to me, so I'm not going to, I'm not gonna, like, lose my shit over it and, like, spend 10 minutes in a Call of Duty video talking about it, even though that's exactly what I just did. Look at that. Isn't that ironic? That's supposed to make my videos funny. and entertaining, but in reality, I probably sound like I have no idea what I'm talking about, which is okay, because I don't. But I enjoy talking about it anyway. We are going to leave this episode off here because we played 2 games, and I don't think like too much time should be spent. But look at that! Look at that kill to death ratio. Look, 18 killed, 15. That's one of the better games I've had in a day. I think a day or 2. I play this game way too much for my own good. But with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know down in the comment section below. Like it, share it with your friends. Let them know you want to see more of any game series I do here on the channel. The link down to the game is in the description box down below if you want to pick it up for yourself. Subscribe to my channel for more gaming content. I'll play all sorts of games on my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you very much, and I'll talk to you later.